haven't gone live at night in quite some time. So I thought that I would just jump on here tonight because we got to have a hair wrapping party. But you know, as usual, Miss Tanya got some yapping to do. So get in here. I hope you got you some internal drinking water. We're also going to talk about the all-new hydration treatment. Don't y'all know that the newest hype and the newest trend is hydration and holistic hair care? I am so proud to announce that moisturizers and moisturization, oh, I'm so sorry. So many people are messaging me. It's played out. And I'm going to tell you why it's played out and what happened with all of it and how it got played out in the first place and who threw it into play. So get on up in here. This is Miss Tanya again. I am your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner of now Atlanta, Georgia. I am excited to announce that I have expanded my brand to what's called another location. And that location happens to be Atlanta, Georgia. And I am proud to state that I'm getting ready. No, I'm already enrolling new clients into my hair and scalp restoration program. Hold on, I'm trying to turn my stuff down so it's not interrupting us. There we go. So get in here, and again, this is all about hair wrapping. You know me, Miss Tanya's all about hair. And what's different about me? So now that I've got all y'all's attention, I'm now prepared to start really diving deep about what I am, who I am, what I do, and why I am who I am and why I do what I do. And a lot of it stems from me going through a lot of struggles. And I mean, I'm not just talking about life struggles. I've struggled as a mother. I've struggled as a parent, as a mother. I've struggled as an employee. Greetings. I've struggled as a thief. I struggled as a gang member. I struggled as a drug dealer. I struggled at being messy. I struggled at being a liar. I struggled at being a hairstylist. I struggled at so many different things in my life. Depression, anxiety. I struggled with stress, and I don't know if you all know, but I'm also a holistic mental wellness facilitator. I didn't say therapist, I said a facilitator. There's a huge difference between the two. I know how to facilitate your thoughts. I also know how to funnel things down into helping us to do the holistic so that we can find the underlying issues and factors so that I can determine if there's even a problem. And if there is a problem, I'm going to provide you with an alternative solution because that's what holistic individuals do. I believe I'm the first woman of color. We're called WOCs, POCs. WOC stands for woman of color. POC stands for people of color. I'm one of them because, I'm saying, I got this frappuccino type color going on, and I got this funny style hair. They called it good hair when I was in school. I was that girl that used to get like jumped and picked on just because God decided to give me this stupid, silly, thin hair that I wish was thick. But that's just what God picked me. My mom used to want me to have hair like hers, and she didn't understand that even she could have something totally different than her. Facts. So I'm holistic, which means that I look at the whole, which is a lot more work than I did when I was a natural stylist. When I was a natural stylist, I was more or less just really trying to chase the money and just trying to get the client in the chair. I really wasn't concerned about conducting a real consultation. In fact, I never conducted a consultation. I just let people book with me and meet them at the door type stuff, which is so uncomfortable. Then I would struggle with retaining them. I don't know what was wrong with them, why they wasn't coming back, but now I know why they wasn't coming back, and I fixed all that, and now I'm able to retain my clients. So the reason I got on is because we're going to do some hair wrapping. So I want y'all to first get something to drink. I want y'all to get some water. Miss Tanya's never going to ask y'all to go get some coffee or some tea or some pop or liquor. Go get you some water. I'm also a hydration expert. I know water like I think nobody else knows water, but I also am here to help. I'm sorry, I can still hear my notification, but I swear I turned it down. There we go. Okay, just got to remember to turn it back up. Can y'all hear me? Okay, greetings everybody, get in here. Get in here, get in here. What's up, Lori? What's up, Lori? Good, good, good. Lori, where are you joining me from? Greetings, Danny. Hi, Jio. Greetings, greetings. So, what I'm bringing and why you need me is because I'm now the alternative solution to your stylist. You still need your stylist. Want to know why you need your stylist? Because I don't braid, I don't do extensions, and I do not do hairstyles like sleek ponytails and stuff like that. I do not do any of that because those are hairstyles. I'm like the revolutionary Madam CJ Walker. And let me explain, y'all. Let me explain because my shit dives deep. You know, I'm the only probably real professional that cusses and stuff in her personal life, but I don't cuss when I'm in my professional practice and I'm with my clients. I'm extremely professional. But when I'm at home, I be cussing and being crazy because I think that's what y'all like, you know what I'm saying? And I got my nice robe on because we're wrapping our hair tonight, and I got my hair wrapped that matches my robe because I got an issue. I got ADHD and ADD. If I was to go see one of them folks, they tell me that I'm on the spectrum. So I embrace my problems and I help women embrace theirs because that's what, ooh, that's what we got to start learning how to do is be a little bit more comfortable with our struggles because we be trying too hard to act like we're perfect, right? But anyway, that's not what we came on here for. We came on here for to wrap our hair because we got to have a brush, not a comb. And we got to have two wraps, not one. Because you know with me, I'm the alternative solution to your way of doing things. And I already know that y'all only use one wrap. That's going to always pop off. And that's why your wrap is popping off. So if that's happening, you need to share this video because we're about to dive deep on how to properly wrap your silk press because that's what Miss Tanya does. That's my style, is silk pressing. You know what I'm saying? That means I like my hair smooth. You feel me? I don't do braids. It's not me. Never gonna braid my hair. I don't do wigs either. That's kind of uncomfortable. I don't do conditioner. That made my hair real hard to comb through, made it look real frizzy, dull. It had me really struggling. The conditioner really was a problem. So, and I don't have oil in my hair, and I'm low density. So I tell a lot of individuals, you got to make sure your hair looks like my hair. I got that funny mixed hair. I ain't got no like what they call. You know what Madam CJ Walker y'all called? Because Madam CJ Walker wasn't an African American woman. Did y'all know that? She was an Indian chick, I think. She was a mixed chick, and she started right. She started in Denver, right here in Denver, Colorado. I've kind of studied Madam C.J. Walker for years. And Madam C.J. Walker started right here in Denver. Then she moved from Denver. She started doing something off the side with some dude here that gave her an idea and she ran with it. She then took it to Louisiana where she did some stuff in Louisiana and she did very well. Where then she moved up to Illinois. Illinois was the state where she did a lot, where she started like, she bought a house up there and it was a big house too. It was like a mansion type stuff, right? Wait, what? Chicago, men love the silk press. Preach to some of these women, even though some won't listen. David, I, I think they're listening, David. God did tell me to just keep talking. God said, just keep speaking the truth because I bring the hair gospel. And what I'm doing, all I'm doing is taking us back to the beginning, to the foundation, to the storefront. You feel me? All I'm doing is taking us back to the old school, real black hair care days. Listen, I'm 50 years old. I was born in 75. Okay. My youngest child is 25 years old. My oldest is 33. I've been doing hair a long time, 33 years. Okay, really since before Deja was born, but I don't want to claim the years I was doing, the 9 years I was doing hair for free. I only claim the years I started taking money. Excuse me, earning money. Yeah, I got a different language. I got to remember I'm on the spectrum. So every now and again it pops in. So y'all got to understand me. Like, this girl's different, right? All right, listen. So get your brush because we're about to wrap. So listen, man, Madam C.J. Walker, once she got up to Indiana, she bought a big, super duper big crib, right? It was super big. And mind you, it was real big. But this was back in like the early 1900s. I look like olive oil when I brush my hair. When I brush my hair, it kills my volume. Look, they call this a chicken head back when I was in the streets. If you hardly had any hair and your stuff was stringy straight like this, you was called a chicken head. Hold on. I'll make it look like a weave. Hold on. I'm gonna make this look like a lace front. Hold on. Let me watch this, y'all. I'm gonna make my hair look like I got a lace front on, because this is how you do it. You gotta part it like that. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna make it look just like I got a lace front. Watch this, y'all. Watch this with your own hair. But you got to use my water beauty solution. You know you can't do this with no conditioner hair. Moisturized hair, boy, will have your hair looking funty. And I know what happened, y'all. Do y'all know conditioners for mannequins? That's why they all use it in beauty school. And it might be for white hair. It works good on their hair. And guess what it does for white people hair? Ooh, this right here, it has to go with the part. Y'all see that? See that? Ooh, because when you have my water hair, watch this. I'm going to make this part look like it's a lace front. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. You then take the parted part. You got to overlap it like this. You see that? Boom. Boom. So Madam C.J. Walker, she bought this big old crib. And she like invited all her homegirls over. Because Madam C.J. Walker back in the day, you know, women did whatever somebody else did that they saw was getting money. Nowadays, women be like, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit. I wish I could tell Madam C.J. Walker on the women of today. Madam C.J. Walker would be so disappointed. I would be like, they got a whole bunch of wigs and fake hair, madam. And she would be like, what? I would be like, yes, madam. They think moisture is in a plastic bottle. They think you need heat protectant when you're using, and they be using plug ups. Madam C.J. Walker would be like, a what? I would be like, madam, these things called plug ups came out after you passed, because Madam C.J. Walker had a heart attack at the age of 53. And I have to look up her year of death. But look, don't that kind of look like a lace front? Hold on, hold on. You got to really overlap it hard. I ain't putting no edge control, no gel or nothing to ever make my hair hard. Forget that. That was the stupidest idea in the world, was to make my hair hard. Anyway, Madam C.J. Walker. Oh, it's okay. Shoot, we like straight hair. That's the thing. I done figured out how to give us straight hair without getting a relaxer, without using protein, without using any conditioner, shoot, any keratin. Shoot. Now, mind you, that's a flex, because I'm able to take nappy black, woolly, unruly hair. Hell, let's be straight. Shit. And I'm able to transition it into stupid healthier hair, way healthier than anybody walks into me with. I'm not sure what's going on out here in these streets, but these women be telling me, well, I was seeing a hairstylist and she was using conditioner. She was giving me protein treatments and carrots. People out here charging $400 and $500 for messing up people's hair, and it's called a protein treatment. I mean, a keratin treatment. That's not for black hair. Everything ain't for black hair, y'all. I hate to tell y'all that. The weave is for white people. The conditioner is for white people. Ceramic flat irons is for white people. These are for white people. These are now. I don't want to say the wrong thing. These are for at-home use. Facts. When these first came out, it was in 91-ish. I was in high school. And when I first used these, I was so damn confused because I didn't know how to use it. Because see, I was raised on a Marcel iron and stove. So many girls are confused because they done changed the word of a thermal iron that has a Marcel grip. Just because it has the Marcel grip, but it has a cord, they think that they got trained on that. But the real Marcel, it needs a stove. You feel me? So this came out in the 90s, y'all. And this was for at-home use, and this was marketed for just that. They used to say you can give yourself the salon finish because it was the straightening tool, because before this there was only curling irons. Most people that have Marcel irons only have pressing combs and curlers. It's a flex to have some flat iron. I didn't know that. But remember, we're wrapping tonight, so get your brush. Because one of the main hierarchies of the silk press culture, because so many of these young girls that's been born after 1990, they're the ones that came with this word silk press. Listen, remember, I'm 50. So, and I built a whole beauty brand called My Water Beauty Solution. And it's hydration. I already knew what I was doing like 7 years ago. I knew that conditioner and moisturization was playing out because clients be scared to admit that what they done booked and paid money for jacked their hair up and have their hair feeling kind of funky the next morning. So, it's taking women a little while to understand that they're ready for change. The world is like sitting here like, okay, this conditioner and stuff and protein and keratin and extensions and K-tips and U-tips and vinegar and the onion juice and the oils and the serums and the charcoal and the clay and the mud and the boo-boo and the eggs and the mayonnaise and the hot sauce and the Doritos and the shit, the alcohol and the what else do we put on our hair? Do we put gasoline? Have we tried gasoline yet? With all the stuff that you know what I'm saying? That we've tried ain't working. Listen, I tell everybody, did that make your hair soft after it dried? We have to start paying attention to the fact that if you put boo-boo, if you put some poop in your hair when it's wet, my people, it's going to be slippery. It's going to be slimy. The brush is going to glide, the comb is going to glide right through that poop on your hair while it's wet. We got to slow down and start paying attention. Like, some of the girls born after 1990 are moving way too fast. They really truly believe that they are getting moisture for their hair by using conditioner. And guess what, y'all? There ain't a drop of moisture in any plastic bottle, let alone a bottle of conditioner. Come on, y'all. Even if it was in there, it would be in the ingredient list, right? Right? No? Fuck that. No. Fuck it making, fuck making sense. Huh? We don't give a fuck if we're fucking up our hair or not. We don't care. I love that that's how the world has been distracted too. I'm glad that I set sail years ago and I embarked out here on this journey of hydration treatments, and I created my whole holistic hydration journey based on copying Madam C.J. Walker. And actually, I've surpassed the Madam. Not only am I from Denver, so is Madam C.J. Well, I don't know if she's from Denver, but I know she started in Denver. That's where her story starts from, back in like 1915. She was here in Denver. So am I. Madam C.J. Walker had a daughter. So did I. But I like to goose, so I had 2 more. I got 3. Kind of surpassed her a little bit. Yeah, no? Anyway. Madam C.J. Walker, she formulated with this man here in Denver. The story says it, that the man here in Denver gave her like an idea. And the madam decided to run with it, just like me. I met a white boy named Aaron Sumner. I used to be an affiliate for a hemp company here in Denver called Arena Life. Okay. The white, I'm gonna lie, the white boy liked me. So did the owner. He got mad because I didn't like the owner. The owner was an old, rich Australian dude that talked funny. And his shoe size, y'all, was little. He only wore a size 7.5. So that means the shaboing boing was a 7.5 too. So I usually only fool with, like a 10 and over. You feel me, ladies? That's how you can tell what you're really working with, is you just ask a man his shoe size and look at his hands. If he got big hands, honey, something else is big too. I'm telling you, Miss Tanya's 50. I know way more than just healthy hair and black hair care. You feel me? But check it out. Listen. Madam C.J. Walker, she found her own product. So did I. So many people be like, you made? No, I don't. And I don't lie. Madam C.J. Walker didn't lie either. She didn't have to lie because she rocked with the truth and science and technology. So am I. My product has received a provisional patent. I got paperwork on my product. I could show y'all if y'all want to see, because I know a lot of people got to see things to believe it. But I don't know about y'all and y'all's products and whether or not the United, because a whole bunch of people can apply all you want all day long with you thinking you got an invention to the United States Trademark Office. But do you know they deny over 800,000 applications every single year? Well, mine didn't get denied. They said, damn, and I don't think they even knew that I was a PLC, y'all. I think they assumed I was white or something because I came strong with my protocol. You feel me? Oh, that's okay. You don't have to know nobody on here. Listen, listen. Your own body produces oil. Did y'all know that? They got us tricked in believing that what? We got to add oil for shine? No, every human has a sebaceous gland. Did y'all know that? Yeah. That's the only real natural oil. Now, this is going to hurt. That's why some people don't like holistic women. Because, see, we got the knowledge. We don't fuck around. We don't play, and we ain't here and got no time to be lying and marketing people. We tell the truth. It's very simple. We tell the truth. So, therefore, things are very simple. Things become extremely complicated and frustrating when you're rocking with a bunch of lies and marketing myths and ploys like conditioner is going to put moisture into your hair. POC, people of color, POCs. Nowadays, I used to gangbang, so I'm into all these codes and signs. So you feel me? POC means people of color, and WOC means women of color. Ooh, and I tell people you need to become addicted to CPC. You feel me? Do you believe in fake horses? No, I don't believe in nothing fake. I mean, fake stuff is just like, I don't like fake stuff. I don't like fake women. I don't like fake men. I don't like fake jewelry. I don't like fake plants. I don't like fake hair. I don't like fake nails. I don't like fake lashes. I don't do all that. So I'm very different. And if all of y'all watching, y'all do all that fake stuff, don't let me bother you, because you should be doing it for yourself and you shouldn't give a fuck what anybody else say. If that's what you do, if you feel comfortable in all the fake stuff, hey, we still can kick it. I'll let you get in the back, you feel me? And sit in the middle or something. You feel me? You can still ride and kick it. I ain't gonna trip with you. We just ain't alike. You can't sit up front with me. You feel me? On the website, on the link in the description, this is hydration. And what's dope about my product, it's so healthy and so safe that you can drink it. It ain't gonna send you to the hospital, and there ain't no product anywhere in your cabinet for anything that you can put in your mouth. Come on, y'all. And you can get it in your eyes too. Watch this. And it don't burn. Can you spray? I mean, let's play safe product take unsafe product. I've been done took all y'all's little products out y'all's bathrooms. Y'all wouldn't have nothing left. Y'all be like, your homies would be like, dang, where's your shampoo? Y'all be like, Miss Tanya, fucking with her. I played this stupid ass game with her talking about safe product, take unsafe product. And she started comparing her product to my stuff. And all of my stuff lost to hers. I invite you all, because mine is universal, and the white people said all this to me. They're the ones that said it was innovative. They're the ones that put a legal disclaimer on the label. They're the ones that said I needed to put some instructions on it. I didn't come up with all this shit. I'm a POC shit. I was putting it in a bottle without a label. Let me show y'all my first bottle. Look, this was my first label. Look, my water. Ha! Because they told me you need to put that on there. Patent pending. This was my first label, y'all. Talk about levels. Ugh, I went from gold and a little cheap black now nozzle. This is not what I sell my product in nowadays. Y'all don't get no gold That's years to come. Somebody better hurry up and give me a bag, and then I'll sell the water in a gold bottle. But shoot, not yet. Shoot. This is my bottle. I sell it. I spend a couple of extra coins for y'all to have a spout because you know what I'm saying, you pour it in, you know what I'm saying? It post treats the tap water. But anyway, this was my first bottle and I'm very proud of myself because shit, it's water. What the fuck? I came pretty hard in the paint. And I'm not saying you don't have to use conditioner. Like I said, you can put boo-boo on your hair if you want to. What you put on your hair is up to you. If you love the smell of boo-boo mixed with some rice water and a pinch of onion juice, baby, with a spray of vinegar, that's up to you. I now realize, shit, who am I to tell y'all what to use? You can put some coochie juice on it if you want to, mixed with aloe vera juice and microwave it and then flash freeze it and call it a butter. You feel me? You can do what you want to do because this industry is so unregulated. Ain't nobody checking nothing. It ain't like it's the FDA. Shoot, the cosmeceutical industry ain't nobody checking nothing. Hell, Dora don't even check us to make sure we're even using clean combs. Say, hell, we could be using dirty towels, dirty capes, dirty combs, dirty razors, dirty flat irons I be seeing on the social medias, dirty pics, dirty everything. Dora don't care. Dora don't check nothing about nobody that they give this goddamn license to that don't mean shit. It really don't because you can have a license for 100 years and Dora ain't made you review a test, ain't made you review a comb, ain't made you review the ingredients to the steps to the relaxer, nothing, y'all. All they do is take our money like some big dummies because the doctors that are regulated by Dora, they gotta submit to some checks and stuff, and they gotta make sure they logs and stuff is straight, and they gotta make sure that they implements and stuff is clean, but not us. They just be like, they can just do what they want to do. Hell, we don't care. We just gonna keep having these stakeholder meetings and we're just gonna keep charging them every 2 years to get a little beauty supply Asian owned 10% coupon discount at the beauty supply store. Damn it, I could go off for days. Fucking days. Somebody better put me on fucking stage, damn it. Because nowadays, goddamn it, y'all can send your 4-year-old your fucking 4-year-old into the neighborhood grocery store. Can I get an amen? And that 4-year-old can buy a relaxer, damn it, and some hair color without even being carded. I did it. I had my nieces do it. One day I was in Atlanta doing some research and I told them, I said, go in this damn store. It's something called Frogger, something like that. I'm new to Atlanta, but they got some weird grocery store names. What's the name of y'all store out there? Hi, Leon. Hi, Boo. What's the name of y'all store? Ain't it Frogger? Something like that? What's the name? Hope you have a wonderful week. You too, Emily. What is the name of the damn grocery stores in Atlanta? I think it's called Frogger. Kroger! I knew it was something doing Kermit the Frog, something like that. I got issues, as you see. Kroger. Thank you, y'all. Y'all in Atlanta? Because y'all know about the store in Atlanta. It is Kroger. Listen, I sent my niece up in that joint. And the assignment was, I want y'all to go down that hair care aisle. And I told them I want them to get a blonde hair color. And I told him to get a box. I told him go down the ways because I had to explain to them like where the white people area was and where the black, hair care products was and stuff. And then I told her to go get a relaxer. With some, and I said, then go down a little further and grab a bottle of some medicated shampoo because that you should need a license to purchase too. That's like having some cocaine mixed in some apple juice. On the juice aisle. The hell they trying to do to us, y'all? So she did. She went in there and she got all 3, y'all, and came out. You should have seen her. Here you go, auntie. So I snatched the bag from her, y'all. And I told her, because I'm thinking she stole this shit. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking ways. Or Did you go through? She went through the littles. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you slickster. Yeah, you need to go. She was like, Auntie, I didn't. You know, that's not how they talk. They be like, Auntie. She was like, Auntie, I did. I was like, you went through a checker, a live person, and they didn't ask you for shit. She was like, no. I went back into Kroger's, Frogger, whatever, Kermit. And I went up to her and I said, I love tapping. Excuse me. I said, she's my 12. I think I lied. She wasn't 4. She was like 10, 12, something like that. But this is my little minor niece. So I showed her in the bag. I said, did she just come through your line? She was like, yeah. I was like, okay. You know, so in Georgia, I'd be like, how you doing, baby? Hello. They so nice in Atlanta. So I said, but ma'am, she she bought a relaxer and some blonde hair color. And she's a kid, and she's looking at me chewing this gum like, okay. She was like, girl, you hold me up. I'm trying to go to lunch. What do you need? I'm like, hold on, we got a big problem here. I said, you're supposed to have a license to buy some fucking hair color and a relaxer. It's the whole fucking purpose of us having a license, right? Right? Am I crazy or what? Hey, am I cracking the hell up, y'all? Ah, damn, Miss Tanya, them things just banging. Don't be getting me. I'll start banging. You feel me? Don't get me started because we're supposed to be wrapping my hair. But y'all be having me. All right, here we go. I think I got y'all's attention. So the first step to hair wrapping is that y'all gotta understand I got issues, and you gotta get a brush. Thank you. Can you pretend your belly is getting better? Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Y'all want to see? I can do some bullshit ass marketing for somebody. If anybody want to sell some bullshit ass weight loss pills and you need somebody to show some bullshit ass results, I can help you. Because watch. Wait, let me see if y'all can see against the wall. Okay. And then I can make it. Look at my belly. And then I can do it. Look, I can do it before, you know what I'm saying, where I'm looking like I'm 6 months pregnant. And then I can be like, oh, and then take these pills and it'll make you lose weight. And then you can catch any man you want. That's that bullshit ass marketing. I can help y'all do it if you want. Y'all holler. I don't even charge that much. And I'll do the before and after pics. I'll even do some naked pics for y'all. Do like the bra and the panty stuff. Because you know that really hits hard. And I ain't showing y'all that on here. But if y'all need some bullshit ass, y'all into bullshit ass business, it's called commercial business. Hey, let me know. I'll help y'all. Because bullshit ass business is easy when you run commercial business. That's simple. Because all you do is lie. Like you can bottle some vinegar and you can say that it's going to turn your boogers to gold. And in this cosmeceutical industry, do you know you can slap a label that you printed in your grandma's living room in her office and slap it on the label, and you can you can hand write $20 on it, and you can make that money? Did y'all know that? No? Well, you can. Ain't nobody gonna shut you down. Ain't nobody. Listen, if you do go to court, let me tell y'all what'll happen if you try to sue somebody for their product. First of all, ain't no half the courts ain't even going to entertain you, but some will. Some are bored and some courts ain't got shit else to do. So they'll let you file some bullshit on a company, on a product. But wait, Draft King, check this out. The judge might be bored because some judge just be entertaining shit because they ain't got shit else to do. Their dockets be a little empty, right? So they'll be like, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Little bullshit ass dummy done bought a cosmetic and mad because it done made they fucking hair fall out. I'll be like, yep, bailiff, go get them. Bring them on in here. So I'd be like, hi, go ahead, state your case. And then the plaintiff will be like, ma'am, I bought this shit and it said that it was supposed to make my hair grow, and it said it was gonna make my hair healthy, and it didn't. It made my shit crunchy, brittle, and my shit started falling out. You know what I'm saying, Your Honor? And then judges always want to hear both sides. You know what I'm saying? Then the defendant gonna be like if it's me about my amazing product, I would be like, Your Honor, I have a back label that clearly states not only what number and information they should call for more information, like, the water bottles do, but I also tell them the directions of use. So I'm not sure, ma'am, if he followed directions or not. But it says clearly on my back label what's in it. There is an ingredient list and everything. And then the judge is going to look right back at the plaintiff and say, I'm Mr. So-and-so. Did you research your purchase before you decided to buy my water beauty solution? And the first thing that the plaintiff, if he ain't a liar, he gonna be like, no, because the front of it said it turned my boogers to gold and my shaboing boing made it grow 10 inches. Well, guess what, y'all? A part of the cosmeceutical GMPs, y'all know what that stands for? I love letters. You got to read the whole entire GMPs, and the GMP says that you can lie and say whatever you want on the front of the label. That's your right as a manufacturer. That's called the marketing panel, the front. You can say it's going to make your sex better. Hey, you can even call it sex in a bottle if you want to. And if that's what gets somebody to buy your boo-boo mixed with a little bit of gasoline, shoot, shake that stuff up and sell it, pimpin'. I just had to tell somebody this and break this down to them the other day. I said, listen, y'all, and hear me out. If somebody came down y'all's neighborhood street with a little bucket with some humps in the back, okay, on some D's, and told you that it's for sale, and one benefit about buying this car right here is that the tires ain't never gonna go flat, cuz I always look at my clients in their faces and I always say, if the car gets bought, whose fucking fault is that? Whose fault is that, y'all? Thank you, baby. Whose fault is that? Is it the homie that came down the street in the bucket with the humps on the D's that said the tires was never ever gonna go flat? Or was it the homie on the corner? You feel me? The dummy that believed some bullshit like some tires ain't never ever gonna go flat. Whose fault is that, y'all? That hurts, huh? So let's back this up into court. Once you want the judge is going to school you into the biggest and the number one mistake. Did you research your purchase? Because a lot of individuals are using things and you guys are just going off of what's on the front of the bottle, and the front of the bottle is lies. They even lie shit in the FDA industry. They have been told you that there was no sugar added and it'd be some corn syrup or some fucking gelatin in it or something, which is sugar. So you gotta we in at times where you gotta do the holistic, Sean. That's what y'all need me for. I can tell y'all are moving way too fast because y'all, so many people with black hair types is using conditioner. That's for white people. When I first got trained on how to do black hair, listen, we did not use no conditioner. We didn't use no protein. We didn't use no vinegar, onion juice, no coochie juice, none of that. No mayonnaise. We wasn't using none of that. All we used was some darn clarifying shampoo, which was sulfur 8. We might have used a horse product called Mane and Tail because that was a nice clarifying shampoo back in the day. And we used grease, y'all. And I was born in the kitchen. So we was using Marcel ovens on a gas stove, not even these new booty ass electric simple ass stoves that they got nowadays, these glass tops and stuff. We didn't have no junk like that back in the day. We had some old school type stuff. Some people don't even know what that means in the kitchen, huh? These new booty kids would be like, cuz somebody tapping on a window, be like, that's the stove, that's the gas on, fool. You about to die. You're so encouraging people to take advantage and scam their neighbors. No, I'm not. I'm trying to open up my POC's mindsets. My POCs, their mindsets are so blocked. They think they know everything. They don't like hearing the truth. They think moistures and conditioner. They think you need heat protectant. My God, Lord. And they're using plug ups. That's what's so funny. I had to break it down to somebody yesterday where I was like, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I know why there's so many individuals born after 1990, because these are the only ones doing this, that think that you need conditioner on black hair, and you don't. You don't. Beauty school got y'all confused. That's what you need on your mannequins, or if you're doing weave. You need a ceramic plate if you're doing weave. That's why they gave y'all certain stuff in the kit. That's why they gave you ceramic plates, because they knew you was working on mannequins. That's what that's for. That you put heat protectant on a mannequin on fake hair. You don't put that crap on real black hair. So let me reintroduce myself. I am Miss Tanya. I'm the CEO of Tanya Does Hair, founder of My Water Beauty Solution, and the creator of the all-new My Water experience. It's a bomb-ass hydration treatment that's got hair healthier than ever. And then I decided to level up my knowledge and my educational standards, and decided to get into some science and research. And I decided to develop my own holistic hair and scalp restoration program. Now listen to me. I'm smart enough to know that I can't make nobody's hair grow. But what I do have is a hair loss management program. My goal is to be the solution, the alternative solution to your stylist, because one thing your stylist does not do, your stylist does not send you home with any free products. Your stylist does not send you home with any free tools. You don't even get a clip or a comb or a towel fooling with a stylist. They ain't giving you nothing. But when you're with a real practitioner and a real professional, they send you home with preventative measures to help you succeed at home. Then you get post-session guidelines when you're with a real hair care provider. They're going to tell you what to do at home. They're also going to book your next session. They're going to have that discussion with you on when you would like to book next and what things are looking like for you and your lifestyle. That's when you know you're with a real black hair care provider. When you're with a stylist, they just don't have time for you like that. They only want to give you a hairstyle that they gave the last client, and they're going to use the same exact products that they used on the last client as well, which I do as well. I use the same exact products and tools. But one thing that I don't do is just leave my clients by themselves in between sessions. I didn't do that right. I do follow-up calls the next day. So I'm very different. And I'm actually only for those that are over 40. So that's my new thing too, y'all. Once you get my age, which is 50, you're gonna set boundaries. You know, when you're in your 20s and 30s, you're scared to set boundaries. And I get it, because I used to be 20 and 30 and 40. Once you get 50, you start changing. This is crazy, because I've noticed that you start caring about yourself. You start caring about what your blood pressure looks like. You start caring about how much you weigh and is your belly bigger than your booty or not. You know, you start caring about the things that you really didn't have time to be worried about in your 20s and 30s because your kids were a minor. You know what I'm saying? And you was chasing that dude that really didn't want you and was cheating on you and stuff. We was doing all type of crazy, silly stuff that was wasting our time. So we didn't have no time, really, I don't think, to be given to self until you get 50. Because once you get 50, that's all you trying to do is for self. Because you're sick of catering to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I try to make my headscarves match my my robe. But did y'all know that I have a holistic approach to nails as well? I have a holistic approach to hair, skin, and nails, and it's all by use of My Water Beauty Solution. Hey, did y'all know that white stuff around your nail bed is sweat buildup? And you don't have to use no nippers with me. I don't let them use nippers on me no more because number one, I don't like them and I hate being nipped. No wonder they're called nippers. And it's unnecessary because my water dissolves that whiteness around the nail bed and then you can just use your own finger. Look, you see that? Nail techs, eat your heart out. You don't need to be using no nipper. See that? It's on my nail. Ooh, I was tripping once I realized that. I was like, whoa, this water is fire. So yeah, y'all should see me. Y'all should come kick it with me when I go get my nails done. I be telling them, you ain't using no cheese grater on my skin. I be, uh-uh. I'm a licensed nail tech. You're not supposed to be using no cheese grater unless there is a clear callus. That's not supposed they be using that on everybody. And everybody don't have calluses. Hey, if anybody's out there and your feet be itching after you leave the nail salon, that's from that damn cheese grater that they be using that they ain't got no business using on no damn skin. That is not a proper nail tool. And if state went in there, they'd be in trouble because that's not a what's called approved metal implement. You're only supposed to have nippers and stuff, and maybe a razor blade, but not no damn cheese graters. No, who thought of that foolery? But they can't use that on me. You better get that pumice stone. I tell them, get a pumice stone. Shoot, my feet ain't cracked and jacked. You feel me? I ain't got no calluses. I be telling them. And I be telling them, don't be spraying no alcohol. My water cleanses my nail bed. That's why I gotta go to the same person all the time, because she already knows. She just gets up and leaves and I get to spray in my water. I don't go to no sink and put no nasty tap water on my hands. I use my water. Us girls, we carry it in our purse anyway. But I just brought my hair, which is what anybody does that really lives this silk press culture, because it's a culture. These young girls try to turn it into a service, and that's why so many people are struggling with it. Because the silk pressing your hair and knowing how to make it silky, let's be clear on what silk pressing is all about. That means that you're pressing the hair and that it's silky. So if you can do that with a plug up, my daughter can do it with a plug up. My daughter's cold with a plug up. People think she work of Marcel. And you give a silky result? Hey, a pumice stone doesn't work on my feet. Why not? I do use a cheese grater when I pedicure. That means you're dehydrated, yine. That means you ain't drinking enough water, yine. Because women, y'all want to see the bottoms of my feet? Because I ain't afraid to show them. I know a lot of women would never show their feet. My stuff ain't all cracked and stuff. You feel that? You see that? I know some people got issues right here. Woo! And then and then they be wearing sandals. That comes from lack of water. Yine, you better stop thinking that your butt can survive without water. Your whole foot's showing you. If you gotta use a cheese grater, I ain't slow. There's a lot of problems going on with you, Mr. or Mrs. Yine. Thank you, Patricia. You are too. Hydration. Don't y'all know nothing about hydration? I don't put tap water and soap on my face. I'm a licensed esthetician and I would never. Oh, hell no. My skin, I got sensitive skin. Now, this is why Miss Tanya didn't do well with the natural community, because I have extremely sensitive skin. So things like shea butter, that makes my skin break out. I can't put shea butter on me. I have to put one oil. Shea butter is like mixed with a whole few bunch of chemical or ingredients. If Tanya can't handle it, I got sensitive skin, so I only use my water. This has helped me to eliminate soap, saving my money there. I don't have to use no more moisturizers, saving my. I used to stay in the darn skin facial section, always taking my little products. I have to go buy some type of cleanser, some type of moisturizer, some type of oil. I don't have to put none of that on my face no more. And because I don't put none of that on my face no more, my water keeps my face so clean that I don't even get no pimples no more. And that's a flex, because the whole time that I was doing proactive and this and that and this cello and this mask and that peel and this, my face was wrecked. stayed inflamed because I was putting all that shit on my face. I have a holistic approach now, and now that I've lived it, I'm like, damn, that was dumb putting all those chemicals on my face. I never thought about there's a list of chemicals when you put the tap water on. That's about 18 chemical ingredients just in the tap water alone. Then you put soap in there. Your soaps have at least another 11, 12 ingredients right there. So now you up in 20 something ingredients on your face. Then you put the moisturizer on your face. Some moisturizers can have over 30 chemicals in the bottle. That's a retinol, got about 55 chemicals in retinol. I would never put that stuff on my face. Now, some of y'all may be real dehydrated. I think those are what those options are for. I'm hydrated. Let me show y'all how to drink water. And this has changed a lot in my life, I have to admit. I probably would have had to use a cheese grater too. Y'all know when I wasn't drinking enough water. I think my feet was crazy looking back then. They used to call that deep throat back in the hood. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Michael, you are dehydrated. I can tell you don't drink enough water. Some of you expose how decalcified your pineal glands are by the things that you comment. And that tells me sometimes that you're probably a child, because those that don't have an actual profile picture, y'all are suspect. I just want y'all to know. Y'all can at least take the time to take a damn picture of yourself, but don't nobody know who you are, what you look like, whether you an adult, whether you a kid. You could be, because these animals are smart these days, you could be a damn cat for all we know on here typing. So I now realize I don't like, hey, thank you, Thermos, for at least doing a profile pic. I respect you. I don't really like the pretenders. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna have a profile, but you ain't got a profile pic. You know what I'm saying? You suspect. Michael, no, you don't. You ain't got one. You was probably a kid on here and did a fake profile, because that's the thing on YouTube. YouTube is a real weird arena of individuals. And if you're not weird and you're on here, sorry, because I watch a lot of YouTube. But I have to, you got to be real cool like me. Oh, I'm 63. Okay, Michael. I'm 50. What state you in? Any holistic tips on reversing toenail fungus? Toenail fungus comes from you not getting your toes done. You do have to look buff. You got to buff the top. We do have what's called overgrowth of the eponychium, which is the extended part of the nail bed. That needs to be groomed. And if you've got fungus on your toes, that means you sweat a lot, and you probably are wearing black socks and probably black shoes, which are the number one underlying factor for funky feet, which is wear fungus. That's another word also for athlete's feet. So you may need to take maybe a shower 2 times a day. Instead of you may be trying to copy your spouse or something because they get to only take 1 bath a day, you may have to get off in there 2 times a day. And that would probably help. And then you need to go see a pedicure. You need to go get you a pedicure. They will hook it up. They'll buff that right off, because fungus is topical. Ain't nothing wrong with your nail bed. That's why I know that has an issue going on with your environment that you're putting your foot into. And only you know what you're doing. Okay? California, dang, a bunch of homies in California. Michael was his name, Michael. Nah, I just had a dude named Jay. He was in his 60s. Is it a whole bunch of single dudes looking for love in California? Cause I ain't trying to commit to nobody, you know what I'm saying? You can like send me some money or something to get my attention. You know what I'm saying? That's when I know somebody's really serious. Otherwise, you know. Yes, I'm not financially stable. Why not? And have a hip replacement. Oh no, that means you're not taking care of yourself. So that foot is starting to grow fungus, the black shoes. Yes, I do that a lot. Thermos, that means you ain't taking care of yourself, baby, and that is not a virus. Listen, my mother, she don't take care of herself either. And then she be expecting people to feel sorry for her. And now that I've grown up and I've done the holistics, it's like you did that to yourself. So many people, like when I got cancer, I had stage 2, y'all. That wasn't no time for people to be like, oh, I feel so sorry for you. Why? That's another word for I was fucking up. Period. Not taking care of yourself because I've researched what cancer means. I've also researched how you get it. I also researched what it do to you once you do get it and if you don't change your behaviors because it's your oral behaviors that causes cancer. I didn't know that. I thought I like caught AIDS or something. I felt real nasty and dirty when they said that crap to me. But now that I know somebody got high blood pressure, that means you're not taking care of yourself, pimping. Somebody got diabetes. You're not eating properly. You need to leave that sugar alone. It's or not drinking enough water. One of the two. Something's causing your glucose to not regulate, and that's not normal. Sometimes babies are born with things because I used to have people like babies got, yeah, that's true, that is true. There's a whole bunch of women that will get pregnant and will keep smoking weed, keep drinking alcohol, they will keep smoking cigarettes, keep drinking beer and all type of crazy stuff and know they got a baby in their bellies. So yeah, that baby may come out being a crackhead baby or some snatch like that, and then they have diabetes at birth. That's the mama's fault. Period. I didn't know all this till I did the research. I used to feel sorry for people. So my mother, I've watched her just ruin her life. She drinks alcohol every day. She eats horribly. She forever eating some frozen processed food. That's disgusting. I do not eat anything that's been frozen. My vegetables, I eat them fresh. My meats, I don't buy frozen meats. That's disgusting. That's like 25-month-old food. Y'all don't even understand what you're purchasing sometimes because you don't want to do the work. So my mother is extremely lazy. Thermos, I don't know if you extremely lazy or what, but y'all gotta stop fucking up and start taking better care of yourselves because ain't nobody else gonna run up your street and knock on your door and be like, hi, I'm here to take care of you. Hi, I'm here to care about you. Nah, that's not how this shit goes when you become an adult. You got to do it yourself. I've done it for myself. I beat stage 2. I did not have to go through chemo and I didn't need no surgeries. And I ain't been back to a doctor since, actually, because I had to research them and their protocol and they pissed me off. So I haven't been back. I had to learn my body and I've learned how to manage my own health and obtain my own wellness on a holistic level that works. If you just learn your body and do the research, you don't need doctors. The only individuals running to a doctor is the ones that are confused. Oh my God, I don't know why my head is hurting. I don't know why my stomach hurting. I don't know why my arm is hurting. I don't know why I'm having lower back pain. I don't know why I can't breathe through my nose. I don't know why I can't see. I don't know why my eye is running. I don't know why my hair is falling out. I don't know why my butt's getting too big. I don't know why my belly's getting too big. I don't know why my ankles are swelling. I don't know why I have fungus on my feet. All of those stuffs are lack of education of your own body is what causes you to have to run and depend on a damn doctor that don't care about you. And then you're just going into the rat testing phase for them. That's all right, Tashay. What's up, baby? Okay, a budget just means that you chose to deal with a little bit of money. My son says that. My middle son, he don't really like getting money. He kind of lazy too. My mother, she's on a budget. My son, my middle son is on a budget. And what that means is that y'all don't like to change. Y'all like to stay steadily doing the same thing, which is cool. You don't have to get money. You don't have to elevate and do better. You can stay stagnant. Some people just like to stay straight. Me, Thermos, I'm going to keep up this on this uphill battle. I'm going to stay thriving for more. And that's not all of us. And don't feel bad if that's not you. But it definitely ain't me. I'm not lazy. I ain't gonna end up like my mom and a lot of people I see in their 60s and 70s that are super unhealthy, drinking pop every day or coffee, popping major pills that though those are not good for you. Even my father does not take pills anymore. He used to be brainwashed by the doctors too, thinking that he needed all that stuff, and he's gotten himself off of it. So we all have tested it. You don't need all that stuff. These doctors have us all brainwashed into believing that a pill, come on, y'all, a pill is going to fix your weight issue, is going to fix your heart issue. No. And I tell everybody that has diabetes or high blood pressure, y'all been on them pills for years. That proves the pills don't work. Stop and think about it. If the pills really worked, just like an antibiotic, you would take it and then stop taking it. If you get a pill and that doctor then gave you some refills, guess what? They know it don't work. Why do you think you get refills, y'all? Did you ever do the holistics? Or y'all be like, fuck that, I'm just heading down to the farm, to the counter. Fuck that, I don't give a fuck. These white folks said take it, I'm fucking taking it. Fuck it, I don't care. They said I got doo-doo fasciitis, so I'm about to go tell all the homies, hey, I got doo-doo fasciitis, cuz. And I gotta take this snot in a capsule 3 times a day. People don't even know what they're getting from the counter. There ain't even no ingredient list or nothing. That's what's up. I love that y'all. That's what's up there, miss. I want you to pay attention. Because my mom is stubborn. Don't you know that dehydrated people that drink every day don't want no goddamn help? They're mean. They don't want to change. My mother, oh my God, that's all I do is try to change her. Look, she won't even give me power of attorney. And you know what she told the doctors, y'all? She's so silly. She said, no, I'm not giving Tanya power. So her doctor, he got all my information. Mind you, my mother's not married and I'm the only child, so I automatically get all the money, right? So she's like, I'm not giving Tanya power. And the doctor was like, Alicia, why not? And she said, because Tanya's going to take my beer and make me drink water. And she said that in front of all the doctors because she's so busy trying to hurt me. Like, dummy, you so silly. So the doctors is looking at my mom like, did she really just say that? Yeah, she really just said that. So to this day, she ain't got no power. And little do my mom know, because she's so dehydrated, I told her it's going to go exactly my way. If you don't put nothing in writing and you get to the point, mother, where you can't speak, it's going exactly my way because you ain't put nothing in writing, you silly rabbit. I be trying to tell her, Sandra, the tricks are for kids, but she still think I guess my mom think I'm still 15 or some snatch. But I'm definitely smarter and way wiser than her, and she's really upset with me because I broke all the generational curses of the family. I've done everything differently, and it hurts because I've done it better, and she hates that fact. My mother hates the fact that I've become successful. She just doesn't understand. How did Tanya fight? I mean, I done fought men and women. I done shot somebody. I done sold, yep, you know what I'm saying, on corners. I done sold my body. I was a stripper at once. I done been a thief. I used to steal people's money. I used to lie. I was a liar. I was a cheat. I used to sleep with people's husbands back in the day. I done did everything wrong. I used to smoke, do drugs. I used to love acid. I also was kind of strung out on Sherm there for a little while too. So I've done everything wrong, y'all. Let me think, what else wrong? I've been to jail. Shoot, I done tried to commit suicide. That was a trip. I was so mad when I woke up. Have y'all anybody ever tried to commit suicide? I did. That was 6th grade. I was ready to get up out of here. um, I'm not opposing her. There's a difference. I'm doing better than her. There's a difference. My mother, Sandra, she wanted me to be just like her. She wants me to be an alcoholic just like her. She wants me to be fat and overweight just like her. She wants me to be miserable and mean just like her. She wants me to live in scum and filth just like her. And I refuse to, Sandra. There's some fucking choices out here. And I refuse to be just like her. I don't want her lifestyle. I don't want her results. I don't want her body physique. I don't want how people think that she's my great grandmother. When my grandmother was alive, my grandmother was in her 90s, my mother's in her 70s. And do you know people used to think that my mother was the grandmother and that my grandmother was my mama? And that used to piss my mom off. But that's her fault for not taking care of her. My grandmother took care of herself. My grandmother didn't drink alcohol. My grandmother didn't smoke cigarettes. My grandmother drank water. My grandmother ate vegetables and fruits. I ain't never seen my mom eat no fruit. Never, ever have I seen my mother eat fruit or a vegetable. She always got some crazy stuff like some chicken or some hamburger meat or something unhealthy for her. So Sandra, you might want to call my mom. Let me hook you up with her and you go be her friend because she ain't got no friends and she do need one. I told the family the other day, like, if she dies, like, ain't nobody gonna come. So ain't no sense in me having nothing. What, I'm gonna just be on the porch rocking in my chair just waiting for her? That's sad. My mom ran off all her kids. Don't nobody in the family like her. Her sisters don't like her. My grandmother didn't like her. Nobody on her job liked her. My mom was mean. And it's a lot of females just like her. And it's a choice to be like that. That ain't no virus. People get off on being mean. There's some people in the world that just love irritating other people. That ain't me. I'm an energy responder, y'all. I watched the video you did, your mom's hair. You were very respectful because she's trippy. I ain't gonna lie. I said my mom's mean. Look, flip side, I'm a punk. Get me in front of my mom, I'd be like, yes, ma'am. I'd be, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, because ain't no sense in trying to challenge her. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fool with her. You know what I'm saying? I don't really talk to her. We be bumping heads like them longhorn sheep. We be like, bam, bam, every time we together. So that video, she didn't like it because I told her I'm recording it whether you like it or not. I told her if you want your scalp done, because she didn't pay me. She don't ever want to hardly pay me. So I said, I'm gonna record. She hates recording, but I did it anyway, y'all. Ooh, yeah, I'm good eye. Good eye. I've been through hell. Listen, y'all, my mom used to lock me in the house at night. I'm an only child, and she used to do that to me by myself. Nobody home. Imagine that, y'all. In middle school and high school, getting locked in the house by yourself. Look, my crazy ass, they wonder where I got ADD and ADHD from. I used to have to play patty cakes with the wall. Imagine. Mom left at like 5:30 because she worked 6 to 2:30. Okay? So every night when I get home from school at about 3:30, I only had 3 hours with my mom, y'all. Then she's off to work. Okay? She worked nights because she swore I gotta get the shift differential. And I think it was only like $2 extra. And would lock me in though. Not just shut the doors and leave me by me. She would double lock the doors and leave me in there by myself, y'all. What would y'all do? Just sit there and think about it for a minute. What would y'all do as a minor at home by yourself Monday through Thursday from 6 to 2 a.m.? What you gonna do? Fix yourself dinner? What you gonna do? Huh? What you watching on TV? I can tell you what I used to be doing with my time because I was bored as hell. Angry as fuck. I remember the night I purposely set the place on fire. I watched it get worse. That was fun. Got in a lot of trouble, but it was worth it because my mother was so goddamn mean to me. Let me tell y'all how she used to whoop me. I can tell y'all a lot of stories. I don't know, you mean like this? Because that makes us look crazy. I thought you knew. Versus you just talking like this. it hits differently versus you start talking like this. Don't this look like you crazy? And it'll make somebody back up off you. Y'all know anything? Cruel, don't relieve it. Accept it. It's hard. Move on. I did. I therapist number 3 helped me to understand that people are just like that because I thought I could change my mom. Thank you. It's a little robe I got off of Amazon, little slick, little Chinese robe. They're really cute. I like them because they look like money. I feel rich in them. And then I tried to buy me a hair scarf to match so that when I travel, you know what I'm saying? And then I got my new house shoes in off Temu. These are comfy too. So anyway, back to my mother. I had to get a therapist, number 3, because I fired the first 2 because they was pissing me off, asking me all them dumbass questions. Well, how does it feel? Well, how did that make you feel? Well, what are you gonna do about it? Well, what did you say? What the fuck am I in here for? If you asking me for all the fucking answers, I thought I was in here to get the answers. So I fired the first 2 therapists, pissing me off. So the last one, she was a little different. She talked to me different. And she's the one that helped me to understand, Tanya, your mother doesn't like nobody. And I was like, wait, huh? I was like, hold up. And I remember telling her that day, I was like, I don't care about everybody else. I'm her daughter. I'm the only person that loves her. These niggas don't care about her. Her mama don't like her. My grandmother don't like her. My sisters can't stand, I mean, my aunts can't stand her. So why she treat me so bad? And the therapist was like, cuz Tanya, she mad because of what your father did to her. And I was like, but that ain't got nothing to do with me there. And there was like, but still, she's traumatized. She's got some issues. And I guess I expected mothers to get over that. And I guess mothers don't get over that when they have a man that done cheated on them and then ruined their life. And now they all of a sudden is a single mother. I guess that is devastating. I don't know. I've always been the one to shake and bake, so it's always been my decision. I ain't never had no man leave me or cheat on me. Sure. Well, yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. That was a lie. But I did leave, you know. Ooh, you ain't lying. She went through something. Why don't you ask her? Oh, I already have. I was there. What you mean, Sandra? I don't have to ask her. I was there. I'm an only child. Stayed peeking through corners and listening and eavesdropping and stuff. I was there the night her ex-husband beat her up right in front of me, and I thought he was gonna kill her, y'all. I mean, he beat her up, broke my mother, he broke out one of her teeth. He was hitting her that hard. The other one just got knocked loose and it was hanging, and there was so much blood, you guys. I thought he was gonna kill her that night. That changed me that night. I remember I think I was a normal, delicate little girl before that night because that was the worst night of my life. Yeah, it was because I thought he was going to kill her. And I remember being so scared. I was screaming and he wouldn't stop. He just kept hitting her, and with every blow, he had rings. He wore nugget rings. If I don't know if anybody of y'all are old as I am, but back in the day, there was this place called Finger Hut, and they sold these big old nugget rings. And a nugget ring is a jagged piece of jewelry. So he had a nugget ring on every finger. And with every blow, he had her by her hair up against the wall. So with each blow, her head could not even go nowhere, you know? He was just, wow. Oh my God. And so I remember at one point, I didn't know what to do. I was screaming and that wasn't helping. So I remember just straddling my mother. I went between his legs because I couldn't get him to like budge. I was trying to push him off my mom and I couldn't get him to move because mind you, I'm in the third or fourth grade at this time. And I remember straddling mom. And when I did so, she was up against the wall. So I straddled her, and I remember thinking to myself, I would prefer he kills me too, because I don't want to stay here with him, because I was terrified of that man. And my only fear that night is that you're about to kill my mom, and I'm going to be left here with you. And I was like, fuck that. as a third grader. That's what made me straddle her, because I was just like, well, if he's not going to stop hitting her, he's probably going to start hitting me too. And based on what I was seeing, what was happening to my mom, I'm like, he'll kill me too. So I was okay with dying that night with my mom. But thank God he stopped. I saved her life that night. And he stopped. Because I remember bracing for the blow, and it never came. And then I can remember hearing him leave. I heard him walk out. He left out the front door. And you guys, when I went to pull away from my mother, oh my God, she looked horrible. And at that moment, I tried to go call 911. The phone lines were dead. He had cut the phone lines either before he came in the house. I don't know when the phone lines got cut, but the phones were dead. Um, I felt that I could drive because my dad used to always put me on his lap and let me drive. And I really felt confident that night to drive her to a hospital. And if you can imagine, I'm in third grade. I'm not a big girl. But I'm trying to encourage my mom. She couldn't see. There was so much blood. She was covering her mouth and her one side of her face. And we get all the way outside to find that he has slashed not just one, but all four tires. So we couldn't go nowhere. He had left. So he left in his car. For what, Sandra? You started digging, and now that I'm giving it to you, now you want me to stop? Too late. That's what girls used to. Nah, he didn't get it. Nope. Mom, there's some females out here in this world. My mother was one of them, that they let a man cheat on them. There's women out here in this world will let a man beat on them, and they stay with him. She stayed with his ass. He came back the next morning and took her to the dentist. I remember that. It was confusing. Like, I thought he was coming back to finish her off. I remember I heard the car door slam. I ran to the bedroom window to see his car is back. I ran and hid in the closet because I'm thinking he's coming back in to beat her up some more. You know what I'm saying? And instead, I hear them talking. So, like I said, I'm an only child, so I'm real sneaky. So I went to the door, I'm listening. And they're talking about, he's telling her, get your clothes on, get dressed. And then he comes in the bedroom, I'm like terrified. And he was like, I'll be back. I'm taking your mother somewhere, he said. And I find out later on he had took her to the dentist, and that was confusing. And then my mother stayed with him. Nah, I'm grateful for it, Sandra. It happened to my mom. It didn't happen to me. That's why I think her life is the way it is now. And there's whys. My mother was cheating. She got caught cheating. That's why she got her ass beat, Sandra. She was fucking up, and she got caught. Not everybody's cool with a cheat. My mother was a cheater. I ain't no cheat, Sandra. I don't cheat on people, Sandra. Do you cheat on people? Because I don't. So nonetheless, yes, Yanni. Thank you, Tashay. I'm not sure what's wrong with Miss Sandra, but she's a little triggered, I can tell. So we're going to change the subject. And I'm just going to say to you all, I want to thank you for joining this hair wrapping live where I told somebody I'm gonna get on live tonight and I'm gonna wrap my hair because that's the hierarchy and the what's called the lifestyle of wearing your hair smooth if you have a black hair type. Now, if you have more of a white hair type, you can just go to sleep and lay on it. And I guess you'll do okay. But for my hair and even more kinkier textures, we do have to control our hair when we sweat. And I've learned and done the research to understand that we sweat a lot overnight, and that's when our hair tends to mess up the most. So I was like, yeah, I've never really wrapped my hair on live before. I'm trying to cover everything on my lives. So I want to thank you all for joining. Never even got on live this late either. I usually get on live in the mornings on Sundays or Mondays. But tonight I got done early and I am closed tomorrow. I think I'm gonna take my kids and my grandkids fishing tomorrow. So we're gonna get outside, have some fun. So thank y'all for joining. Thanks for listening and watching. I now understand what type of market and who the type of people are on Facebook. So I appreciate y'all for watching. And joining my lives. Make sure you watch other lives. I have a slew of lives in my library. I also have some nice professional hair videos to help you on this hydration journey, which is new. You all have been chasing the moisturization wand that really has your hair a little crunchy, brittle feeling and shedding all over the place. The moisturizations is just not as helpful as they were before, and I know why. So now my water beauty solution is really taking women by storm. Shout out to all the ladies who have put in orders that have found me here on YouTube or over on the Facebook side of things. As you all see, I'm very professional. You get your orders right away. I also include a free extra 3-ounce applicator bottle to be used as your applicator bottle, and so you're not wasting my water. So I'm gonna get off of here because I, again, just wanted to get on to do the hair wrapping. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. I pray that you all have a great night. Sandra, I love you. Yain, love you. Tashay, thank you, my love. I commented on one of your videos for wrapping my hair. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. I've never been on one of your lives. It was a privilege. Yain, thank you. That's why I like getting on here because I usually connect with someone new. I'm not here for the masses. I'm not here for to be popular. I'm not trying to blow up because I rock with the truth now. Only bullshit blows up. I now represent and lead women that are tired of being lied to. I service women that don't want to braid their hair. They don't want a wig. They don't want extensions. They're ready for hair care. They're ready to learn how to care for their hair, how to wash their own hair. And that's where I'm different. I don't just offer services. I actually offer at-home coaching as well to help individuals to learn how to do their hair because this is a two-way street. There is what you got to do at home, and then there's what needs to be done in a salon because there's a lot of individuals trying to do their own hair at home, and that's 90% of the reason why your hair is struggling is because you do need help. I even had to learn that. Now that I'm getting help with my hair is much fuller, it is much healthier, and I'm retaining my hair much better than before as well. So again, thanks y'all for watching. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you so much, Reese. Thanks, Miss Krista. Where are you guys joining me from? Yes, yes, yes. If you have, Yain, do you have textured hair or do you have straight hair? Because if you have straight hair, you don't have a problem. The only people that are really struggling are those that have a wavy hair type. We have a struggle because so many things get caught in our texture, and our texture makes it harder for us to comb through it. And there's so many different complexes with our hair. So I always say those that have straight hair, you don't have any hair struggles. You don't need nothing new. Conditioner is for you. You're fine. But I've had to learn conditioner is not for black hair. It's never been used, never been a part. That's for mannequin hair. And we don't have mannequin hair. So I've learned to differentiate all this stuff. And now I understand what's for who and who's for what, right? All right, y'all. Thank you, New York, for joining. I just expanded to Atlanta. That's what's up, Yaim. So I just expanded to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm trying to get as close as I can to the East Coast and the southern southern states as well. So I picked Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. So my link is in the description, as you'll see the Atlanta, Georgia hair and scalp restoration option, as well as the Denver, Colorado hair and scalp restoration option. I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud. I thank God daily. Thank all of you for allowing me this space. I do use this as my mental ventilation system. They wouldn't let me do it on TikTok. They kept violating my lives. Um, Instagram, I don't like going live over there. I don't know why, but I get so much better traction on YouTube. So I like to go live on this channel. And this is just my space to vent about all the stuff that I be frustrated about in my life. What's up, Wisconsin? That's what's up. I will. Thank you, Yain. I really appreciate you. Listen, some of you might be kids. I realize this. I did some research, and a lot of the individuals commenting on here are little kids. So, nonetheless, thanks for watching, okay? I pray you have a good night. Oh, thank you, Krista. What can I do for you, honey? I really appreciate that. Shout out Miss Krista. What can I do for you? That's how you make me work for you, honey. What you want me to do, dance? But I definitely want to help you with your hair care at home because I'm here to help you do the holistics. That means you still need your stylist. I'm not here to tell you to stop braiding your hair. I'm here to tell you how to protect the braids best, how long to wear them based on your climate and your lifestyle, and what type of braids to wear because there are told so many different choices that come with different results. I'm here to help us learn the result of our choices. You feel me? So 4C, that's a hair color. You realize that? 4C means a level 4 copper. I don't know why Oprah Winfrey's stylist made that legend up, but it's very confusing and it does nothing, it says nothing about our hair. Our hair is either straight or wavy. And if it's wavy, you then need to determine if you have high density or low density. Then you need to determine is it short, medium, or long length. And then you need to determine your what's called elasticity. Is your shrinkage tight, medium, or is it loose? But the ABCD 1, 2, 3 situation, those are color codes, my love. How old are you, Krista? Because there's some women that believe their hair is natural. They'll call their hair natural, and that's not true either. Our hair does not come from nature. That's what natural means. And low porosity just means that your hair doesn't absorb. And the only time porosity comes into play is if we're doing hair color, Miss Krista. That's the only time you want something to absorb into the cortex. You don't want no shampoo to absorb, and you damn sure shouldn't want no conditioner absorbing into your cortex. Do you know all conditioners contains propylene glycol along with alcohols and sodium and chlorine? God damn, that's a Michael Jackson jury curl blow up right there. And I didn't even know because I ain't know nobody's ever really inspired me to read the ingredients. Krista, you clearly ain't read the ingredients. Because once you read the ingredients, you gonna be like, what the hell? I thought it was healthy too. And I was sleeping in my conditioner, ladies. I went to beauty school with my crazy ass. So I know if I was confused and doing some crazy shit, I know a lot of other women are doing it too. And like I said, forget rinsing it out. I used to sleep in my conditioner and try to not rinse it out at all because I wanted it slippery. That's not healthy hair. That is not healthy hair. It should not be slippery or slimy. You feel me? So I had to do the research on, and I found a better way. And it's called hydration because my product is water. I didn't come with another growth serum. We got enough of them on the market, and I didn't think we needed another bottle of conditioner. We got enough of them on the market, sir. So I tell everyone, be careful. Because once you try a holistic approach, it's real uncomfortable because you're going to touch places that of your life and your body that you ain't never touched before. Because I dive deep. And hydration is the new way. Y'all gonna start hearing about it in a minute. Moisturization is played out. So thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all have a great night because it's 10:30 where I'm at. So it must be late if y'all on the lake on the East Coast. It's probably 12:30, right? So Sure, it can be holistic if you was like addicted to gin. You're right. Beer can be an alternative solution because that's what holistics is all about. So you're absolutely right. Ah, Reese, I'm literally at work cracking up. Have a good night. See you next time. Thank you so much, Reese. Wait, don't leave me yet. Where are you joining me from? Thank you. Where are you joining me from? Thank you so much. 9:30 here. Oh, somebody's an hour behind me. Tashay, where you at, baby? I'm in Denver, Colorado. I checked in Atlanta, but I'm not in Atlanta. Ooh, Florida. Reese, I just booked a young lady from Lake Worth, Florida, Lake Worth Beach, Florida. She's driving or traveling up to come and see me in Atlanta. I have I love Florida. I shop in Orlando. I just was in Orlando earlier this year. I love going to the Premium Outlet Mall in Orlando. Love that place. I love the Nike outlet, 12:30 a.m. here. Yon, where you at? West Palm Beach. I love Florida. That is a vibe. Florida or California is so nice. I also live in, really, Reese? That's what's up. Wait, triple cuz. Does that mean what does triple CZ mean? You a crip cuz? Upstate New York. That's what's up, young. I visit New York as well. I was in New York earlier this year. Stayed at the Pantry in downtown Manhattan. I didn't know that y'all had a Louis Vuitton building. I was chilling on my way to the airport. You know, I was in one of them Tuslars, whatever you say it. And I was looking up and it was almost like, why would they put some Louis Vuitton looked like some damn wallpaper on a building, and it was the actual Louis Vuitton store. I was like, oh, snap. So anyway, I'm getting sleepy, y'all. I want y'all to go to bed too, get you some rest. Thank you, everybody, for the love. Thank you for being here with me. As y'all see, I got issues, but God has anointed me with the education and experience to lead us on a holistic journey for Black hair care, because that's what I'm all about. I have a black hair type, so I can't do what the white folks do. I can't use what the white folks use. It gives me a different result. So I'm taking us back to my beginnings where I didn't have to use no heat protectant, didn't use conditioner, didn't use protein, didn't use gel, didn't use edge control, didn't use foams, didn't use none of that. And hair was just fine. Everybody had a head full of hair. So now that I'm following these practices, everyone is loving their hair. I'm helping women falling back in love with their hair. Hair is more manageable, less hair loss. Everyone's noticing, like, whoa, I don't have as much hair coming away from my head. Women's hair is much softer following my approach. So once you order the product, everybody, I then become your at-home coach, whether you're here in Colorado or not with me. I then am interested in helping you at home, making sure that you have the proper tools, the proper products, as well as the proper steps and instructions. I even offer tutorials for my participants and my clients to just, again, help you succeed at home. That's what dentists do, right? They give us tools and products to help us minimize and manage at home, or minimize struggles and help us manage at home. So I believe in providing preventative measures to my clients. So I have to admit, I'm on a totally different level, y'all. I'm coming with black hair care. It's on a holistic level. I don't do moisturization. I don't do keratin. I don't do fake hair. I don't do extensions. Don't do braids. I'm not doing any of that. All I do is holistic hair care. So I do holistic hair lightening without the use of bleach. I do holistic hydration treatments without the use of conditioner. I do a hair and scalp restoration program. I'm the only one that takes clinical photos of each participant. So it's very serious and very clinical what I do. So when do you put your water in your hair? Because any moisture I turn into a chia pet. Well, no, moisture is only outside, my love. Let's be clear. Moisture is not tap water. Moisture ain't even my water. This is hydration. There's a difference. A lot of people are confused about where moisture is, where you get it from, and what hydration is, and where you get it from, and what it does. Moisture is outside. You can't buy moisture, my love. Reese, thank you for the question. But that's what's up. I stopped relaxing my hair too. Wait till you use my water. I highly recommend you buy a bottle. You get at least If you buy my 8-ounce bottle, you get it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get at least 4 shampoos in my 8-ounce bottle. And with my 16-ounce bottle, you're gonna get at least 8. Did I say 4? 4 shampoos in the 8-ounce, 8 shampoos in the 16-ounce. So it's a lot of product and it stretches a long way. Some people think they're gonna need half the bottle like you gotta use with conditioner, but that's not the case with my product. My product is designed to save you time and money, if not both. And my results are guaranteed. Like, my product works. It was approved by the white folks. I didn't I didn't do all the science behind all this. They did. They're the ones that was like, Tanya, you got you you got you a remedy, a real remedy for black hair types. So get your bottle. This is what it really looks like. Comes in one of these with a spout. And let me know what you do, what it does for you, okay? I want y'all to have a great night. I love you and good night. I'm so sleepy. Good night.